Loki is back to wreak havoc, and this FEH channel has some good and some bad in it. We're going to discuss both. Let's just jump right in though. So first, we have Loki. Now, this is a dark mythic, and we are actually getting quite a powerful one here. This is going to legitimately change the way things are played. You guys have already seen the absolute madness that's happened with Omni tanks, and remember, Omni tanks really hinge on building up their bonuses. Look at this Divine Deceit here. Dazzling Discord is great. That's a new skill, offers Discord with a res check. Fantastic. Divine Deceit, though. At start of player phase or enemy phase, if any foes in cardinal directions of unit have res less than unit's res, inflicts gravity. All right, we have gravity. That's pretty standard for what this unit normally does. At start of player phase or enemy phase, if any foes within 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit have, that's a res check, inflicts ploy and exposure. We've seen that. That's quite good. But this is the new thing. After start of turn effects trigger on player phase or enemy phase, if any foes within 3 columns or 3 rows have greater than or equal to 3 bonus effects active, excluding stat bonuses, neutralizes those effects. We have been wondering when this is going to hit for a while. I made the joke that Duo Thor was not going to be ever phased out until this is given just as a passive, and here it is. Now, Duo Thor's has greater range, but it's also really funny that they're giving her out in the Golden Week packs as they're power creeping her. This is crazy and is really going to shake up a lot of things. Let's get a little more into this weapon though. So we have a weapon here. This is Supreme Thoque, enables Canto 1, that's good. Calculates damage from staff like other, so this is Raffle Staff. We have at the start of turn, if unit's HP is greater than 25%, grants special cooldown count -1 to unit, and that goes along with slaying. So this unit is going to be great for proccing any of those healer specials. In this case, it's going to be Glitter of Light, which if you remember gives the flash effect. That's good. I might go for one that gives you more damage, but understand that that's whatever you want to put on her, she's probably going to be very good with. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than 25%, grants attack res plus X to unit, X equals 6 plus 20% of unit's res at start of combat. So that's that visible check. Unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack, and unit deals damage equals 20% of unit's res during combat. So this unit's going to hit fairly hard. This unit isn't going to just absolutely blow your socks off, but the supportive ability is really what you're going to be looking at. Also, I really wish we would have gotten the new scoring assist here, but I guess they're only going to give that on 1 unit with Emerin. So this is a really good unit. It's interesting that they're showing this off on offense, but you can see that this unit gives the attack buff. I mean, you're going to want this on every dark defense. Just completely honestly, that's something that you are going to absolutely want. This unit is kind of incredible that way. But wait, there's more. And Loki is whispering in Faye's ear about this new very, very pay-to-win feature that they're adding in here called Merged Ordeals. You need a +1 unit to get this. This is going to be on all future units, and so we head over to Merged Ordeals and you can get 600 flowers. This is a bit of a slap in the face for people who have been asking for more flowers for a long time. I'm not just a huge fan of this. I think this is very, very pay to win. It's not great. Yeah, a +1 is also hard to get. Like, that is on these banners. These banners are very hard to summon for. This first unit being colorless means you're going to have to go through colorless hell. I don't know what to tell you. This is not a great thing. I am not a fan. They did not do a good job with this. So Golden Week events have a lot of the standard things. You're going to have your login bonuses. The Choose Your Legends Hero Fest is always a lot of fun, and they also have orb packs. So this is the big thing with the Golden Week stuff, and these Brave Banner quests are really neat. They offer you tickets. A lot of these are favorites, and it gives you a chance to try to finish off some of these that you've been possibly trying to merge for a long time. It's also nice that they have the most recent one on there, which has a lot of good fodder on it. These are still good units. Okay, we talked about the good of this, and this is it. Like, RÖKKR Seiges coming back is a big deal. I'm a big fan of this. I think they're going to increase the level of difficulty. I want to see how this works, but I like this mode. I really missed that they took this away, and I'm glad that they're starting to bring it back. I hope this is a sign of things to come. Also, it's going to be kind of funny if all of the RÖKKRs on this are Loki. We're going to see. The problem we were having is it became very easy, and basically if you had Legendary Shez, then you beat it in one round and that was it. I am expecting a higher level of difficulty. That may or may not be the case. We will see. But the event awards themselves are pretty spectacular. This is definitely better than whatever the +1 merge thing is. That is not great. This is good though. We like this. So you beat RÖKKR Seiges, you get flowers. Excellent. That's exactly what we want. The first one will be the 24th, which is in just a few days. So we'll get to see how exactly that works. Now we get new updates, and this is the remixes. I am okay with these. I kind of expected a little bit more. We're going to get into Sigurd here in just a second, and Sigurd with Holy Knight Aura, I expected a little more than them just adding damage reduction, and that's basically what we did here, and you can see this pop up. So we still have the start of combat, grants unit can move 1 extra space, and if unit initiates combat, reduces damage from foe's attack during combat by 40%. That's that damage reduction we were talking about. Boost damage by 30% as opposed to the old 25. The last piece of this is the after combat effects, which gives extra movement, attack and defense, and that DR. I mean, there's so much piercing. Like, adding damage reduction to this is just not something that's groundbreaking or fantastic, or it's okay. We have to see the rest of the weapon. It might be really good, but this special, I was hoping for a little bit more, and they might have been a little bit scared. There are definitely things about this that are nice. We'll have to wait and see, though. The jury is still out. Seal Defense 4 is okay. We just got a ton of really good B skills for calves, and this one is good, not great. So we have Byleth, and Sublime Heaven was already a pretty good skill. The thing that they really added, they boosted up the damage just a little bit, and they also added in this at start of turn, if unit special cooldown count is at its maximum value, grants special cooldown count -1. So I mean, that's good. Like, that's a nice thing. Again, is that really what this unit needed? I mean, that frees up the B skill to put something other than Times Pulse, and that's nice. There are a lot of really good B skills that this unit can have, but this unit really depends on what that weapon is going to be, because that Refine, if it builds off of the supportive nature of this unit gets really good. If we just get a whole lot of combat, this unit it may be good, but there is more likelihood for this unit to have staying power if it has a very good supportive ability. If you remember, that Drive NFU was absolutely groundbreaking at the time, and I'm kind of hoping for something in that vein. Maybe I'm out of touch, but the weekly revival summoning events I didn't think were very popular. Like, they're okay. Sometimes they can come in really handy. 3 weekly revivals, I mean, it's another free summon, so for that it's nice. Like, if you want to be able to just get a free summon and see what you can get, that's amazing, but I'm just okay on these. We'll go over the rankings here, and I have Loki way at the top. I think this unit is going to be really good in Dark Season. Kavasir is up here because of the Devoted Basket build. If you have Devoted Basket plus Occultist Strike and Flared Sparrow, this unit can do a whole lot of burn damage. That's the only reason she's up there. I recognize that that's very expensive, but it's hard to rank these units without considering their max investment. Medius is up there simply because Bolt Tower is a thing and is becoming more popular since Cav lines have taken a hit. Embla, Embla and Note are very usable, don't get me wrong. They are really good. The last one in that tier, though, I go back and forth with this unit, and I might be kind of low. You guys can leave me in the comments. Bramamond is a decent nuke. But I feel like he is the same as these other three. Like, situationally, you can have really good uses for these units, but they aren't something that you're building your defense around. Other than that, Yoon is good, and Trianda, they're very usable. Hell is sometimes good, and you notice I didn't have room for a tier 5, so I just stuck Sothis over there. So in case you wanted to compare, this is what we got last year, and this is very similar to what we got this year. I will say the thing that I was very much hoping for was some sort of new game mode as opposed to just an updated event. I'm starting to lose faith that that's going to become a thing, and we may just still continue to get new modes, but I mean, we'll see. This FEH channel was not bad, and if we look at the rewards comparatively, Golden Week 2023 had most of the same stuff. We had the Hall of Forms update, and we did have that new quiz that gave us 10 orbs. On this one, they really focused on flowers, even though some of them are essentially locked behind a paywall. But yeah, I mean, this is not a bad FEH channel. It's probably just more about orb packs and people spending money than it is about giving us quality of life or other types of updates. The big win here, though, is if RÖKKR Seiges turns into a really fun mode. And I always liked the mode. I liked the structure. It just was a little too easy. I am looking for them to up the ante a bit. And if they do, I'm going to be a big fan of that. We'll see. If you're looking for stuff on the new Hall of Forms, which is always a lot of fun, and these engage units are quite good, check out my video on that. Members, you are amazing. Thank you for all you do. Take care and schedule an appointment with your FEHologist real soon.